Hello guys, welcome back to another video. First of all, I'm very happy that we have reached 1k plus views within a month. Thanks for your support. Keep supporting, keep learning. In this video, I'm gonna explain operating system of TS 2020 ESET paper and some important concepts will also be explained. OS is a very concept oriented subject. You have to learn many concepts and procedures, and if you become perfect, it becomes a very scoring subject. Now let's start the paper. A running program requests the service from the kernel of the operating system using a dash. Let's understand the question. Kernel means core and or main system. Then the question be like, if a running program requests a service from the main system of the operating system using a dash, system calls provides interface between the process and a operating system. So the answer is system call itself. Now let's move to our next question. If the time quantum of the round robin RR CPU scheduling algorithm is too large, then it degenerates as dash. When round robin's time quantum algorithm is too large, then it degenerates first come first serve. Then it degenerates first come first serve. To answer these type of typical questions, you must go through the in depth of the topics and should be solved many bits previous. Now let's move to our third question. Which of the following scheduler is invoked only once when a job is to be executed? First, let's go through the key points of schedulers. The options is given as short-term scheduler, long-term scheduler, medium-term scheduler. Short-term scheduler is also known as CPU scheduler. Long-term scheduler is known as job scheduler, and medium-term scheduler is known as swapping. Now let's see why they are called as that. Long-term scheduler schedules a process from queue to ready state, and short-term scheduler schedules a process from ready state to running state. And medium-term scheduler, when an interrupt is occurred, like IO request anything, it will schedule the process from running state to a memory. This is what a scheduling algorithm, scheduling schedulers. And if you see the question, it is asked job, which a job is to be executed. It is a direct question. If you think it here, it syncs with long-term scheduler. So the answer is long-term scheduler. So next move on to the next question. If M and N are number of resources types and number of processes respectively, then the time complexity of Banker's algorithm of for deadlock avoidance is dash. The answer big O of M into N square is a direct formula of time complexity of Banker's algorithm for deadlock avoidance, where M represents number of resources types and N is the number of processes. To make it little bit complex, this time it may be asked as some by giving some values like M equals to 2 or N equals to 3, etc. So be careful. Now let's move to our next question. The messages cannot be stored in a queue, so the senders must block it until receivers accept this message. This is termed as. This question is from inter-process communication or as well as from buffering concept. Zero capacity. Zero capacity means sender waits till the receiver receives it. So the answer is zero capacity. Bounded capacity. Uh, it has a finite length. Sender waits if the link is full. unbounded capacity. Sender is never delayed. And multiple messages capacity. We don't have a concept like this. Now let's move to the next question. Which of the following fragmentation problem exists in paging concept? Paging can cause internal fragmentation, or as some pages may go unutilized. Segmentation can cause external fragmentation, as some memory blocks may not be used at all. And so, finally, paging causes internal fragmentation, and segmentation causes external fragmentation. And now let's move to our next question. What is the disadvantage of first in first out page replacement algorithm? Disadvantage of first in first out is Belomdi's anomaly. Belomdi's anomaly is a phenomenon which appears in first out when increasing in number of page frames results in number of page faults for a given memory access pattern. Now let's move to the eighth question. Which, which of the following is not a disk scheduling algorithm? SSTF is a shortest seek time first and C scan, circular scan. Look, it is also a scheduling algorithm. SRTF. SRTF is a shortest remaining time first. It is a primitive version of SJF, shortest job first. It is a process scheduling algorithm, not a disk scheduling algorithm. I think you have find the difference. So learn all the scheduling algorithms individually perfectly. Let's move to the ninth question. Which of the following is false with respect to the indexed disk file allocation? It supports both sequential and random access methods. It's true. It eliminates the external fragmentation. True. It has a space override in the form of index blocks. It's true. It is highly reliable, but it's false because all the pointers to scatter all the pointers point to scattered blocks are placed together in one location, which makes it difficult to find a particular block. It means that all the blocks are placed at one place, at one location, and it is pointed with pointers. So it becomes very difficult for the CPU to find the particular block in the given location. Okay, you hope you understand. And let's move to our final question. Which of the following is false with respect to access matrix, a protection concept? In access matrix, rows represent domains, columns represent objects. It's true. As we can see now, access access I comma j access I comma j is a set of operations that a process executing in domain j can invoke an object I. If we see that rows represent domains, it means here it is a row, I is the row. It should represent domains, means it should represent domain here. But it is given that here it is given that j, means it is wrong. It should j should represent objects, which means columns. But here it representing in vice versa. So be careful in like these questions. So if you observe that we have got many questions on schedulers and algorithms, so learn all of them. And it is very important in OS that to know all the short forms and abbreviations which may confuse in you in the exam. So all the best guys. And finally,
Thanks, Namaste.